tuned into your Tor Guide Torae. It is time for y'all to boss up, man, because the biggest boss is in the building. The Black Bottle Don is here. Renzel is here. I mean, we could go on and on and on. MMG's own Maybach Music Zone. Ricky Rozay. What up, Ross?
The boss is in the building. Torae, what's good, baby?
I'm good, man. I'm feeling good now, man. The black bottles is here. The white bottles is here.
The white bottles in the building, the black bottles, and some bamboo here.
Okay, what's this? What's a new business endeavor?
Man, this is not a new business endeavor. Actually, Wayne had turned me on to this.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So we was just, Sam Sneak was actually just drinking it. He started a little earlier today than me, but I'm going to join him. You know
I'm going to join both of y'all.
It's all good.
We gonna make it a
You know
party.
it
It is a celebration, man. New album on deck, Rather You Than Me.
You better believe it.
Let's start right there, man. That's a very interesting title, and you being the mastermind that you are, I know it's a lot of meanings and wording behind it, man. So just talk to me about that title.
You know, the title right off the rip. You know, when you say "Rather You Than Me," you know what I'm saying? That's just one of those running to you in the alley in the middle of the night. What's going on?
I'd rather you than me.
Believe that. But at the same time, it get deeper than that, and I think that's what make it dope. You know what I'm saying? When you could have you just a flat title, but you could flip both sides of that record. You know what I mean? And a lot of times, I think as black men, a lot of times, you know, our back be against the wall.
Right.
A lot of times as business owners or as entrepreneurs, it's just so many different perspectives that you could flip that, and that's what I did a couple times with the dope records.
Absolutely.
And I just got some of the biggest homies in the game that, you know what I'm saying, come through.
How do you, musically, right? Because you've been in the game 10 plus years, right? This is your 9th studio album.
Yeah.
How do you continue to reinvent yourself or to stay innovative, or like just where's your inspiration drawn from?
Man, it's really just, you know what I'm saying? Really, it just got to be natural.
Okay.
Because it's not really hard for me. It's not like I got to wake up and have 10 people around me to think of what this idea going. I already, you know what I'm saying? When the music come on, the track come on, okay. I think I know what we need to talk about. I think I know what we need to discuss for, you know, the ones like me that see my vision or, you know, kind of somewhat live the way I live. I think I got something that we could kind of vibe with. And that's what it is, you know what I'm saying?
No doubt. Do you record a lot of music when you're working on the album and then you got pick the best records, or you just record shit that you know you want to say on the album and that's it?
It's a mixture.
Okay.
Because a lot of times, let's say if I want to do a mixtape or if I want to do a Renzel, whatever it is, I could record 30 tracks.
Right.
I could record 30 tracks. Let's say if I do that over a period of 2 weeks, and I go through it versus if I, you know, work on my album, I may record 25 over 9 months. You know what I mean? So because it's a lot more put into the production, live music. Right. It's just a lot more time put into it music-wise.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? The rhymes, I still could do it the same way. But as far as the production, let's say if it's a producer like Bink Dog, you know.
Shout out to Bink Dog.
Yeah, shout out to Bink Dog. You know, he have, you know, a jazz player come in from L.A. and,
Facts.
you know, another one that do just the, you know what I'm saying? So you gotta
you
be a little.
just fly in a harmonica player.
You feel me? So you gotta be a little patient, but, you know, it's all about that end product for the fans.
Absolutely. And you definitely one of the people that, album-wise, you know what I'm saying, like you continue to grow and get better. People say you have an amazing ear for picking beats, man, and you definitely know how to pick them beats that you sound crazy on. The biggest boss is here. Rozay is here. Renzel is here. We're going to get one of these interns or something. We're going to open these bottles. We're going to make it a celebration. It's Hip Hop Nation. Stay right here on the tour. Coast to coast, hip-hop hits. We keeping on the East Coast, man. We swung the tour out to the 305 today. Good weather is here. You know what I mean? It's a good energy atmosphere.
305, you did.
Yeah, I mean, in the 718, of course, New York City. You know we doing the biggest boss. Rozay is here, man. So you, after being with Def Jam for so long, right? You got a new label home at Epic Records.
Right.
You worked with LA, of course, before though. What was it like just making that transition over? What changes? You know what I'm saying? Outside of a logo on the album packaging, what changes?
I think basically over at Def Jam, I just broke the bank over there. You know what I'm saying? You know, and once you break the bank, you know what I mean? You got to keep more. I think L.A. Reid broke the bank over there. You know what I'm saying? And he had to find a bigger well, a deeper well to dig out of.
I ain't mad at that.
Yeah. And you just, a lot of times it's just all about being able to continue to grow. You know, you do a few albums with somebody, they may feel they have the complete layout, which is not the case, you know what I mean? And with this project, as we all see, you know what I mean, from last night, a great example of us going somewhere totally different, going to a higher level.
Talk to the people about Ross Basil real quick.
It's just all about blending art and music.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Also all getting in the same room, just being on that same vibe and not having no limit to what we do.
Absolutely.
And I got to thank Brainwash for all the hard work and all the time he put into this. But I feel like it's going to grow into something even bigger.
Are you a art collector?
Most definitely.
For sure?
Yeah. The first time I went to Art Basel, I was with Lior.
Okay.
Yeah, I was in there 10 minutes
big
before.
Money talk. You heard You heard the stunt, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. Lior took me to Art Basel for the first time. That was years ago. First time I walked in there. As soon as I walked through the door, A-Rod was looking at a piece this big for $7 million.
Jesus Christ.
I said, nah, that ain't the booth I need to be in. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep it real. I ain't ready for that shit. But I bought me a nice, you know what I'm saying, something on the wall with Leo. You know what I mean? We just had a lot of, just spraying game.
That's dope. And art appreciates, you know what I'm saying? And you definitely somebody who has a very strong business acumen, as we can see from the bottles on the table, from the Wingstop in Harlem, and you know what I mean, or the Checkers and all of this, man. What is that entrepreneurial mindset come from?
That just come from you eating noodles your whole life, and once you taste a wine ribeye, you refuse to go back.
Not going back to noodles.
I refuse to go back. You know what I mean? You ride how you want to ride. You take care of your people. You don't got to go back. You just got to make sure you condition yourself for that, though, and continue to outwork yourself. Don't never let the work get on top of you.
Do you did you take business classes, or you just straight from the street, just hustling, and you flipped it into legal hustle?
Yeah, I had to go, we had to make it happen. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. It's just, at the end of the day, it's just all about, man, how hard you gonna work. You know what I'm saying? How much you gonna put into it. Let's start this shoebox. Let's save some. Do you know how to save money, first of all? If you don't know how to save, if you don't know how to, you got to. You did? Because if I was next to you, you would. I'd say, you don't need that. Put that up. You don't need, and then when you look up, damn, Rozay.
Now you up.
And that's what we do with each other. Yeah, that's what we do. And then when you look up, and it helps you get in position to make a play what's going to generate more money.
For sure. Always empowering, man. Obviously people see the things you did and the business move you made with Meek and obviously Wale and Rocky and just the whole MMG, man. Definitely always putting people in positions where they can empower themselves, but definitely, being somebody that empowered a lot of young people, man. I definitely always tip my hat to you for that.
Man, I always just looked up to the OGs that came before me. Sean Combs, Young Hove, you know what I mean? It was a lot of examples that came right here, you know what I mean, down in the South. Seeing what Luke did independently, that inspired me to want to, control my music. And so the next play I'm going to do at the end of this year, we're going to make, MMG going to make a big move on top of the year, so get ready.
You heard about it first right here on Hip Hop Nation. I'm not going to press you, but when you're ready to break the news, definitely make sure you come up here. It's Hip Hop Nation, your tour guide Torae. The biggest boss is here. Rozay is here. White bottles, black bottles, and a whole bunch of hits. Stay right here. We had to take it back one time, give you some classic Rozay. Now, the Port of Miami album dropped 10 plus years ago, man. When you listen back to those records, you just had the concert and all that. When you perform those records, when you look back on your career, man, did you imagine it would be what it is right now, 2017?
I just knew I was gonna go hard, By the time I was recording the album, if you listen to part of my album, you'll hear for 75% of the album I was hoarse. When my first record took off, Every Day I'm Hustling was so big, I never had a day off. Sometimes I did 4 shows in one night before. So, I just went, you know what I mean? I'm writing music, but I'm hoarse.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm laying records, relaying them. And, I just remember that process. I just remember it was just funny, to be starved so long. As soon as I get an opportunity, it comes.
Gotta go.
Right now.
Gotta
so
go.
It's do or die. And so I used to just sit there and smile. I couldn't even talk about I was like,
Right. But you had to make it happen. How's everything with the team, man? How's Wale? How's Meek?
You already know, man. Wale just announced his Shine Tour. He finna go on a Shine Tour, take off. You know what I'm saying? That's finna be real dope. Meek Mill, he going back in. He finna give y'all 4.5. Then give y'all a new album. Of course, myself, Rocky Fresh, cooking up. Young Skrilla, new members of the team right here, baby. Shout out to Young Kesey. Shout out to Bruno Mali. Sam Sneak in the building right here.
Shout out to Sam Sneak for sure. Continuing to grow the brand and obviously the legacy of what is going to be. Something that's real prevalent right now in hip hop. A lot of people talking about what's happening with Nicki, what's happening with Remy. Obviously, you've done records with both of them. We've seen people in your camp, even you know what I'm saying, embarked in hip hop, back and forths, man. What's your take on that whole situation?
If Remy struck, I don't believe that there's a time limit on a response, but you must respond. Can't nobody dictate when they make you come. Yo, I'm busy. You know what I'm saying?
I'm doing shit. I'm out.
Yeah. If that's the case, you know what I'm saying? I'm getting money, whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? I could be eating lemon pepper. You know what I'm saying? You want me to stop eating lemon pepper?
You want me to start to go to the studio?
Yeah.
You know what this lemon pepper tastes like? Yeah, so, because, between Ether and Takeover, right, it was like a 3-month period or whatever, but Nas responded, you know what I'm saying? So I think because things are so fast now with social, with Snapchat, with Instagram, everything is Insta, so people looking for an immediate reaction.
I didn't listen to the entire Sam Sneak played me, maybe the first minute of Remy's freestyle. Was it dope?
Sheet the joint? Yeah. She went in. You know what? When I saw it, right, I was like 6 or 7 minutes.
Oh, 6 or 7 minutes.
I'm not gonna listen to 7 minutes, but it's an easy 7. It's an easy listen. Like she went in, she said what she had to say, and I think just the competitive spirit in hip hop wants me to see.
Was it just the female beef shit, or did she really have a premise on the beef?
I think she laid down some. I can't say what's factual or not. You know what I'm saying? But she put in enough that it wasn't just frivolous fluff and talk.
You got to understand, me coming up around female artists in Florida, you know what I mean? Trina was maybe the only female artist that wouldn't, partake in, cat fighting. But all the other local female artists, it was always that, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I used to write back records back and forth for them.
You battling yourself.
Yeah. Sometimes I battle myself.
Bullshit.
Yeah. So, it's like I just never took it too serious. So either way, whatever they do,
No doubt.
Yeah.
No, I just wanted to get your take on it, man. It's Hip Hop Nation, your Tor Guide Torae. One more with Rozay. He got business to take care, a lot of money to make. We ain't gonna keep him too long, but we gonna get one man. Stay in the tour. We just a little over a week away, man, from Rather You Than Me. What can people expect from this new project, man? What is it about it?
They gonna say, yo, man, only Rozay, man. You feel me? It's like you gotta realize once you get to your 9th album, it's only a few people that can make it to this level.
Facts.
And those few that have made it to this level, that you really admire, only continue to make incredible music. So that's all it was with me. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to make incredible music that felt fresh, music that felt new. You know what I mean? You knew this was that 2018 vibe right here. You know what I mean? And that's all I wanted it really to do. And that's what this is. You know what I'm saying? It's that big boy rap.
Facts. When the OGs, you know what I'm saying? But you an OG in the game now, man. You on that, like that Mount Rushmore of rap. You know what I'm saying? Like you done records with Jay, you do records with Nas, you've done records with the greats. You are putting yourself in the position of one of the greats. But now they drop sparsely every so often, man. Do you see yourself getting to a point where just drop a record, you know what I mean, every 3 years, you know what I mean, like you feel like you're gonna continue to write and record, or is it some point where you're gonna chill?
It's like that's just something you gotta feel, you know what I'm saying? I think maybe the big homie, I think maybe the family played a role. You never know, you know what I'm saying? Me, I'm still just a savage in these streets.
In these streets, hashtag savage in these streets.
Yeah, I'm still a savage in these streets. And other than the music side of it, that energy that I usually put all in my music, we putting into a film this year. Me and Gucci shooting our first film.
Crazy.
Yeah, so, we doing that totally independent. So that's finna be cool. we gonna kick that off in 3 months.
What's the premise of this film, man?
Oh man, it's gonna be dope. We kind of gave y'all the idea of it at the beginning of Buy Back the Block.
Right.
Yeah, that's
okay.
That's pretty much gonna be the setting of it.
Fire.
It's gonna be real funny.
Fire.
It's gonna be some real funny shit y'all can't believe.
If you need somebody to get shot in the opening credits, I'm available that day. I'm not even doing nothing. You need somebody to run up on something. You need me to run up in the grocery store, whatever, Ross. I'm here for you.
Yeah. You might need to be put in the trunk or something.
Yeah, whatever you need. Make sure it's a big trunk, Maybach trunk, please.
I got you. Nah, we ain't got no Maybachs at the car wash.
Ain't no Maybachs at the car wash. Hip Hop Nation, Tor Guide Torae. One more thing before you go. Now, there's been rumors out there that you working with Nas on his new project, man. If anything could be bad said about Nas, people would say they didn't always love the beats that he picked. You having an amazing ear for production, man. Is there any truth to that? You working with the homie?
Nah, it's no truth to that.
None.
Me and Nas not talking about working on this new album.
Okay. All right. That's what it is, man. You got the answers right here. Hip Hop Nation, your Tor Guide Torae. Let's close out with something. Anything you want to hear, Rozay?
Man, you already know, man. Let's close out with some dope. You know, I believe it's B.I.G. 20th year.
Yeah, facts.
We'll never forget B.I.G. Let's do some of that B.I.G.
I love it, man. Brooklyn, let's do it for Christopher Wallace. Shout out to Faith. Shout out to the whole Wallace family. It's the biggest boss, Rozay. 317, that new album, Rather You Than Me. Don't play yourself. Cop that. We closing out with the late, great Biggie Ross Torae. You know how we do it. Hip Hop Nation.